Results in the Solent area have been far from ambiguous, with the Isle of Wight giving a resounding leave vote with a share of 61.9%. Havant following closely behind with a 62.4% wanting to leave. Portsmouth and Southampton voted to leave with 58% and 53.8% share respectively. Winchester and East Hampshire proved to be the only districts in Hampshire to vote Remain. Of course, there are many factors at play behind this key split in the Solent area, but a local politics lecturer says education was central.
If you look at the two areas which have come out for Remain, it's East Hampshire and Winchester. East Hampshire is very narrow, just over 50%, but Winchester is much larger, and that's interesting. The polling evidence that we've had suggests that people who are more affluent, people who've got higher educational qualifications, tend to be Remain voters. And if you look at the Winchester constituency and the Winchester city, that is quite an affluent area. So I think you could say that that's got something to do with it. If you look at some of the other areas that voted Leave, if you look at smaller places like Gosport and Fareham, Gosport and Havant, the Leave vote was much larger, over 60%. So if you look at those areas, again, those areas tend to have people with lower incomes, maybe less educational qualifications and so on. And it's the sort of evidence that we've had from polling which suggests that that is the trend.
And in only the third referendum in British history, how do you feel about the outcome?
I think it's good, and I think we can now start building back up again and govern ourselves. That's the way we want to be it, and control immigration, not leave it uncontrolled.
Higher prices of everything, interest rates, everything. I'm pleased I've got my mortgage already. Not good for the future, to be honest.
I think it was surprising. I thought we were going to vote to remain as a country and ended up not.
As we live in a small country, we can't afford to keep taking people in. Where are they going to go?
Hopefully our country will be better now we're out of the EU, and because we're a strong country. We did before the EU, we was fine.
To be honest, I didn't even vote anyway. I'm not like, either way, both sides has its pros and cons. I just think in myself, I just think it's all a big fix anyway. That's why I didn't vote. I generally thought we would still be in, and I'm really shocked, really shocked. But like you say, there's a lot of people that are happy and there's a lot of people that aren't, but it is what it is, and we'll see the outcome now, won't we? We'll see how it goes.
I could see better future for England staying in EU. Now I can see Scotland is going to go separately, and Northern Ireland, probably Ireland as well. So we're going to be a small country in the future.
Yes, I'm very happy with the result. It was people exercising their democratic right, whether to vote to remain part of the EU or whether to vote to depart it on friendly terms, and I think we made the right choice.
Back in the days when I first come to this country in 1979, right, we were the underdog as a black population, and now things have changed. We are not the underdogs anymore. We're part of Britain. We've put a lot into this country, and other people are coming over here reaping the benefit after we as slaves have put a lot in this country. So we deserve something better. We deserve better jobs because we're part of the country, and we deserve better economics, better pay.
At the moment now, we've just got to wait and see what's going to happen, because the future's unsure at the moment anyway. With what's happened, everything. Some people are shell-shocked, some people are probably happy, but at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I can't see any change at all for anybody. I think, like they say, immigration still carry on in this country. They won't stop that.
The sterling is always going to be strong enough against the rest of Europe. We've always had a greater currency to what the euro is, and we'll always bounce back. We're British. We're not really scared of anything, and that's why we made the change in the first place.
Over the next few days and weeks, the first ripples of change will begin to be felt in our area. But it's likely these will be more abstract and subjective than anything else.
But the impact is going to be felt most keenly by people from the EU living here already. People that already live here are now going to feel it's very difficult for them to live here. They're going to feel they're not wanted, and that's terrible. And people that want to come here and people that need to come here are also going to feel they're not wanted. And in a sense, this is a vote about the European Union, but ever since the decision has been made, it's become about migration.